you're still gentle.
Yeah.
Like you could be rough, you could push me over, but you don't. Like you would say, excuse me. You know this.
Daddy.
You're strong. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Nairobi Sisterhood. I am Gena and I'm here with my lovely co-host
Maya Mushemi.
Yes, and today we are talking about green flags in men. And this is a topic that was suggested to us by a friend of mine and someone who listens to our podcast from time to time and is a guy. But he said that, he said that sometimes that some of the content is a bit negative on the men, and it would be a positive thing for our podcast to have like
green flags.
Yeah, a green flags episode about guys. So that's where we are starting from. And also, we don't hate men. Like, also, this is evidence that we don't hate men. We love them. Not all of them, but we love them. Yeah.
We try.
No,
for real, we
do.
So what's a green flag? What would you say is a green flag? I'd say a green flag is signs or actions from another person that show you that they're genuine, or they are good at heart, or they have the right intentions for your interaction.
Yeah, basically they're just signs that this person is good for you in whatever context that you want them to be good for you.
Yeah.
I think for me, some of them are a bit shallow, which is okay. It's okay to like things that are shallow, as if I do say so myself.
I'm not even sure what context that is, but I'll ignore.
Yeah, it's okay to be shallow anyway. Start us off. I want to hear yours first.
I think I'll start with. Oh gosh, you should have started.
No, I want to hear from you.
So mine would be someone who. Oh, this is so. This is boring.
Just say it. It's okay.
Someone who's kind.
How is that boring? The fact that you think that's boring.
It actually shows I'm used to toxicity and red flags. No, seriously. A person who is kind in how they talk to me.
Aww.
Definitely is a green flag. It's kind in how they talk to me and how they fight with me. Like how, like a disagreement, if at all we're talking about maybe they want to correct me, but they do it with love. Or we disagree, but they don't shut it down like I think kindness goes a long way because Aki, imagine I feel like life is hard. So sometimes when I'm having a long day and then my partner is just being like, not even in the, it's not, I don't mean utter kindness in actions per se.
Yeah.
More like, I know you're going through this today. I just want to send you love, or I just want to check in on you. Like that.
It could be words, but you appreciate it.
Basically,
the acknowledgement that this is a thing that you're going through, and this is a thing that you're feeling. And
So kindness is everything, because I realized, and this is something I realized about myself this year. Okay, maybe not this year, but like in my recent dating history, I get really angry when guys talk to me anyhow, because I don't understand how that is your communication. Like. You might be joking, but I'm just like, why are you shouting? Like, why you even on that tone? Like, what's that tone?
Yeah,
like keep that tone away from me. But it made me appreciate some of my exes, because I was just like, hey, nakumbe, as much as nilikuwa teseka hivyo, that is a sector I was not tesekaing. Now I'm here fighting for my life.
Yeah,
because you're talking to me like I'm your brother.
That's another thing. You can't talk to me like I'm one of your boys. I'm not.
That's the thing.
I'm not one of the boys.
Let me tell you, even if we're friends, even my own guy friends who are really my good guy friends,
who are literally the boys.
Waniongelesha hapa kama mabrother. So I don't understand how you can text me. So let me give you context. There's a guy who, and this thing bothered me.
This one, I know what you're about to say.
This one bothered me. This guy, you know the way I can call someone silly, or you can call someone like, I don't know, silly, annoying, like stupid, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, this one said mbwa. I didn't even know how to respond.
And was it in response to something you had said, or was it just...
It was in the middle of conversation, like we're texting, and this guy said, mbwa.
Oh, it's like how I'm like, idiots.
Yeah.
Like, but like,
and I said, who did you write that message to? Because it can't be me. God forbid. Not in this life.
Can't be me you're talking to like that.
It can't be me you're talking to like that.
It was so awkward.
Yeah. And then the fact that he's like, but I don't mean it in a bad way. And then I said, please, there is no way that dog. First of all, I think as a babe, the fact that, women already call bitches. Like that word, like
It
dog
triggered
would
you.
never
Yeah.
fly for me.
But basically, we are trying to be positive. So the green flag here is
The
People-
green flag
yeah.
is someone who talks to you with kindness, someone who gets your, when I say I don't appreciate being spoken to like this, it's like, okay.
they don't try and make it look like now you have a problem because you
Yeah.
don't want to be spoken to
Yeah,
like
someone
that.
who's just, hey,
Yeah.
ameona mbele. I mean,
Yeah.
like, just, you don't love me even with your
cautious.
words. And that's another, we're not going to turn it into a red flags episode. So yeah,
Yeah.
green flag is kindness. And the reason I'm also saying the kindness for fighting is also, forgotten, imenipotea. But there's an instance I've been in where someone was so kind, it didn't even feel like we were disagreeing.
Mm.
And it was so beautiful because, you know, then you experience something and you're like, hey, yeah,
Kumbe we can
we can actually
but
disagree
peacefully.
so respectfully.
Yeah.
You know, like it didn't even feel like
I get you.
things were falling apart or like I was gonna lose.
It makes
the
things easier.
Yeah, the kindness is such a good thing
Yeah.
for both the men and women. Like even women being kind.
Exactly.
Hey, Kwanzaa, babes, let's be kind people, please.
Let's be kind to each
Please.
other. Let's be kind to
Please.
men. Let's just be kind.
Let's be kind
Yeah.
because hey, the way we weaponize our words, be kind. What is your
True.
green flag
Oh my god, I started off What is
in the
word?
bedroom?
No, guy, shallow. Although it could work for the bedroom.
Okay.
The fact, you know what I think I did? I read things that I find attractive in men,
Okay, but they can also be green flags.
which are also green flags.
Yeah.
The fact that I guess majority of the men, unless I guess you weigh less than me and you don't work out, are stronger. The fact that they use that strength to help me.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Ooh.
That's a green flag.
Yeah. One, I don't think I've ever opened a bottle of water when I'm seated next to a man. And if I do that, I either just don't respect you as a guy or I don't see you. Like I just...
I agree.
Yeah. That's the fact that they are stronger and they know they are stronger.
And they do things.
And then they are not also, especially the guys who don't use their strength against you.
Yeah.
You're still gentle.
Yeah.
Like you could be rough, you could push me over, but you don't. Like you would say, excuse me. You know this.
Daddy.
You're strong.
I agree. 100% agree.
Carrying things for me, you know.
Yani, you're just trying to make a baby girl's life easier.
Exactly. Using
Green
your
flag.
strength for
Green
me.
flag. Do you know
Oh my God.
what is
like,
even more
I could do
attractive?
it.
Them not being told to do it, but doing it.
Yes.
Like me, just on the, let me help you with that.
Yeah.
Me, Kwanzaa, hey. I was hanging out with one of my girlfriends the other day and I said, we are pouring our own drinks. I was so disappointed. I was like, but it was just me and my girlfriend. But I remember, it's because it's been a minute since I poured my own drink. So I'm like,
Yeah.
how am I struggling?
Yeah. Sometimes I do it like out of my kindness. Like if I'm the one who ordered the water for us, I will pour it if it comes to my side.
Me, I'm telling you, I'm dead. When a one is next to me, I'm incapable. My hands are just...
Okay. I hear you. I hear you.
They don't function.
I hear you.
And it's so cute. You know what even? I don't know. I think, yeah, that thing is...
It's very cute. I hate being carried, but 99% of the time, don't you ever pick me up. I will fight you. However, that 1%, if you can do it, you can do it, is what I'm going to say.
Okay.
If you can do it, you can do it, yeah.
I hear you. So, I think it kujituma. Men kujituma to do things.
Using whatever you have that I don't have to help
Yeah.
without being told.
Me, someone can just foresee I can't even reach that glass because I'm short. Wow, you're just doing it.
Exactly.
And you know that's a bare minimum, but I'm just telling you it's a green flag
It is,
when
it
he can
is.
foresee your problem. You've seen that? You've seen that video where it's an old couple, a man and a woman, and then when the woman bends because she dropped something, they're looking at jewelry. And then the guy removes the corner, covers the corner just to...
yeah.
I think that... For me, now that would tie into my point, thoughtfulness. I feel like
Yes.
there's nothing more green. There's no greener flag than a thoughtful man.
Yeah.
no greener flag than a thoughtful man, because the minute he
my
thinks he thinks ahead, like he thinks of you. It's really there's a time I was seeing someone and he'd pick me up, like we go to work. We don't work in the same place, but he'd drop me at work and he'd be like, oh, I'm gonna be at your house in 5 minutes, so I have to come down. And then he's like, oh, and I know you've not eaten breakfast, so here's like your breakfast. And I'm just like, oh my god,
if you do that shit to me, I will marry you.
let me tell you, utafanya nikupende. Can you stay?
But no, that's legitimately a green flag.
Yo,
Kabisa,
like the fact that
kabisa.
he's thinking ahead. There's a time I was seeing some guy. I'm always hating on my ex. Actually, let me give him even a shout out hapa, amefanya kitu mzuri. There's a time I was planning my best friend's baby shower. And I told him the theme was white, and he bought me a dress in advance. Like he sent me a dress on Instagram and was like, do you like this? Because it's in theme with your nini, can I get it for you? And I was like, yeah, it actually fits. And he got it.
That's so
like
sweet.
thoughtfulness.
Yeah.
Like umeona ahead.
Yeah.
What other thing? Like there's so many. Give me an instance of someone who you thought was thoughtful and like it was kind. Like it was a green flag. So
this happened very recently. I'm a biker, for those who don't know. So we were going for an event, and one of my friends is also a biker, and we were going for the event together. Like, well, there was a big group of bikers. But what happened was we got a puncture just before we got to where we were going, and we stopped. So we were slightly behind. Me and whoever I was going with were slightly behind.
Yeah.
So now my friend who was ahead, I guess aliangalia na akaona siko around. You know, he waited and was about to like start coming back on the road to where we were. And I don't even think I told him, but thank you. I was just like, oh, this one, he cares that I don't.
He actually cares.
Everyone else left, like everyone else went.
Yeah.
I just found him over there, like exactly near the entrance. I'm like, Nini. It's like, I was waiting for you. I thought you had died. I'm like, oh. Thank you.
Like that's thoughtful.
And I was like, oh, at least someone cares.
Yeah, that's so cute. You know what I remembered? You remember me saying I forgot what I wanted to say about the muscles thing? Sorry, this is taking us back a bit. But the concept of you, like when I'm with my parents, then they buy maybe water. Yeah. Easy to 20 liter. There's no question that my kuka will carry it up the stairs. I'm telling you, that thing for using your muscles. Your hands. Me, I bad box that thing. I'm younger than everyone there, but I'm bad boxing that water bottle because
ain't no way.
Ay, baby girl. But let me tell you, you can do. Hey, you're humbled in your home. Let me just.
I know me. Well, yes, I know. My brother, love you, and he's done amazing things for me. However, he doesn't like carrying my things. Unless I ask him. Like,
but I feel like that's a sibling thing.
That's just a sibling.
That's a sibling thing.
Just a sibling.
Because when he's with a woman, I'm sure he's out here carrying 5 bags.
My bags is where he draws the line.
Maybe men can be really
unless
thoughtful.
I actually ask him, and then he'll be carrying it reluctantly.
Yeah,
but
men are really thoughtful.
But other than that, I think I like when men are but okay, this has nothing to do with men. This is about my mom. I'm going to talk about it because she's my mother.
Say it.
And this is our podcast.
Period.
So I was home recently.
Yeah.
So when I was in the period of me being home, I realized my mother is one of the kindest people I've ever met. And what happened was the night before, I remember mentioning how she had once made us samosas like 10, 20 years, like a long time ago, when we were all still in the house. Yeah. Everyone was in the house. I think it was 2010.
Yeah.
And I told her how the samosa slapped, and we watched, I don't know what we were watching on news at the time.
Yeah.
And then before that, I remember saying something about how I'm craving maru. And then hiyo story ikaland, tukakula kenye tulikuwa tunakula hiyo siku.
Na story ikaland.
Ikaisha. You know, I woke up to chips and samosas.
No.
Like, I slept in that day. I don't remember what time I woke up.
Imagine?
Like, she didn't ask me. She made samosas from scratch, like, with her hands.
Mothers are amazing.
Like,
mothers are amazing.
Like,
I'm not even gonna. Let me tell you. Cheers to mothers. In fact, shout out to mothers.
All of you.
Me, let me tell you, when I used to live in Nyeri, I come home. Shushu used to bring me breakfast in bed on Sundays. I'm just like, wow. Unanipenda tu bure.
Ivo tu.
Bure. And let me tell you, I think that's why I really appreciate thoughtfulness in people in my life, like my friends, my partners, all these things, because I feel like I've felt thoughtfulness and kindness at
At
home
home.
and love at home. So I don't understand why you are just moving
And
out
it could
here
be the
on
smallest thing or the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Oh, and sometimes my friends would buy me something as small as candy because I like candy.
Yeah,
it
but
could be
it's
a
just
pin pop here,
thoughtful.
10 bob, and
But-
I will be like, I love you so much.
Yeah.
I remember our classmate. Oh my god, I'm going on a rant.
Tangent. I don't talk about green flags
so-
anymore, but
no, but
they're green flags.
This is a guy. It's
for
still- it's-
relationships.
It's still the thoughtfulness.
Yeah.
Our really good friend. At that point in time, I don't know what my obsession was with bananas. I cannot, because I can't stand bananas right now.
For real, maybe you overate them.
I think I did.
Yeah.
But legitimately, at least twice a week, he would bring me a banana.
Oh, but you see, that's a thing. Those,
Yeah.
it's the little things. I think it's quite thoughtful when you know. Like now, I know I like sinapananga ndudhi. Like today, specifically when it comes to the podcast, and someone's like, "Are you sure you're gonna take a ndudhi?" Ama when I'm late for work,
Yeah.
I'll panda a bike, and he'll be like anyone I'm talking to would be like, okay, not anyone, this
That
specific
person.
individual.
Yeah.
Be like, utapanda ndudhi leo? I don't think you should panda ndudhi. It's cold.
Yeah.
And I think that's thoughtful. Even
Yeah.
forget even my this person, even my workmate. He sees me pandang and do he's like, it's cold today. He'll be like, there's a day I came in, he said, please be wearing that jacket on Thursdays when you're going for the podcast because you're gonna get sick. You see, and he's a man.
It's an element of, in this case, it's also an element of, which now brings me to my point.
Yeah.
The other thing that I think is a green flag, especially when it's done by men, protectiveness. However, let's not get it twisted. We don't mean encroach on people's boundaries. We don't mean force people to do what you think is right for them. We just mean caring enough to be protective.
You know the way someone the text me when you get home thing.
Exactly. And they're getting mad when someone didn't tell you when they got
Oh
home.
my god, someone told me recently they were mad. They were upset about me not saying I
The
got
fact is,
home.
the
And I
reason
was
why I'm not
like,
excited with you is because I know who it is. So I'm just not feeling excited with you.
oh,
But I get the principle.
But-
But I get it. I get it. Yeah, that thing for text me when I get home. When you're dropping me, you drop me exactly where I need to be.
Oh my
stopping
God.
to wait to see that I get inside my house or my apartment or whatever.
That is
or
so
inside
kind.
the building. Or if you're dropping me to go be with my friend, making sure that I've actually met my friend, waiting with me until that person is there.
Those ones. Oh my god, Kwanza, that one for Kwanza, there's a guy who used to even drop me home and then he'll still call me to ask me whether did you
enter
up
the
on the
house?
stairs.
Exactly. Maybe
I'm
you
like,
got
what can
kidnapped on
happen
the stairs.
between where you dropped me and the stairs? I don't think much, but you stop it.
I think tunapeana leakage sasa.
Stop it.
Tunapeana leakage.
I think the next one for me would be caring about my pussy health.
Ooh, sexually.
Yeah, I think that is so attractive. Like, I wanted to comment and then now I'm like, maybe it's TMI, but no, let me just say it because women go through it all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes, depending on your cycle, there's certain things that can happen to your box.
Your vagina. Can we normalize calling body parts by their names? What is a box? I hate it when men use that word.
Okay, sorry. Okay, fine. There's certain things that can happen to your box. Maybe you can get vaginal itchiness or a certain level of discharge, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But a guy being concerned enough to be like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Is everything okay? Do you want me to take you to the gyna?
Oh,
like,
that's nice.
And actually taking you to the
When
gyna.
you-
Because I've been in a
yeah.
situation where someone actually took me for my appointments because we were doing the things and it's like
they care
oh.
about you.
Yeah. It was the fact that he was more concerned about my coochie than I was.
Then you were. You
And
probably
I
would have
was
been I'll
like,
be fine.
that is the greenest flag I've ever seen in my life.
That is definitely a green
It's
flag.
greener than green.
Yeah.
That is green. And I'm just like, and taking care of your pussy also entails not messing around because you know you'll fuck up my pH.
Yeah. Or communicating if you feel like you might have done something that will affect me.
By the way, because if you're casual, please just let me know.
Yeah. You're like, by the way, I have multiple partners, but I use protection. Please make it my choice.
Communicate
Help me
because
make
it's
my
too
choice.
late
Yeah.
when it's already gone.
Exactly.
And-
okay, so and this person
And
told me
even-
this story
okay.
yesterday. They told me I could use it on the podcast, but I
Go.
can't say their name obviously because
Okay.
so
Yeah.
Cloud. Cloud is a guy. So he was having it was after the cheating episode. He watched the cheating episode and he was sharing information about how he doesn't cheat, but he's been in a situation where it could have been seen as cheating.
Yeah.
Because he was casual with someone and they were meant to be exclusive.
Yeah.
But
He
he
moved
was
a bit.
also casual with someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when he did that, the person who he was with, he went down on her, and he could tell that something was a bit off because he knew her. But he, you're a man, uko hapo. You do what you gotta do.
He knew her. I'm confused. Something was a bit off. How?
Like, she tasted different.
Oh, because he's been there before.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I don't know whether, I think the sex was protected.
Yeah.
But that part was not.
Yeah.
So I guess a few days later, a day later, a very short period later, he went back to the first person he was casual with,
Who was supposed to be exclusive with?
who he was supposed to be exclusive with, and did whatever he needed to do, and she caught an infection.
Okay.
Yeah. So the infection, it wasn't that severe. Like, she just needed to get some meds, but he took her to hospital. He was sorry. He told her what happened. But in this case, she was very upset because he was meant to be exclusive with her,
Yeah.
but he wasn't. And it's nice that he communicated even eventually that, yeah, it's not your fault. It's
Yeah.
me because X and Y happened with this other person.
Yeah.
And as much as, yes, it's not the best that he stepped out of the situation they were having, I still applaud him for communicating in the end, and
Because people will
not
look at
making
you.
her feel like she's
People
a
will
problem.
look at you.
People will look at you and start asking you, kwani, who have you been with, and gaslight you.
And mind you,
People
they're the
will look at
ones.
you and
I think the worst
gaslight
part is, okay, I know someone who caught an STD from one of her casuals. And she was so upset that the guy didn't see. Because I feel
Yeah.
like, if you find out you're sick, and you fuck me, like,
just
tell me.
say.
Because at the end of the day, now she found out when it was too late and she like had the symptoms. And it
Yeah.
was gonorrhea. And it was bad. So I don't know. I just feel like, so now she's telling me this story and I'm thinking, yo, I'm so sorry that happened to
Yeah.
you. Because, and I wasn't, the weird thing is, I know most people would probably think, why was she sleeping around? But in my head, I was just like,
know.
what? Did you find out who gave it to you?
Exactly.
Did you tell the people you slept with?
Yeah.
Because that's another thing.
You don't keep passing it and spreading it around. And
To
the
be
thing
fair, she
is-
didn't tell nobody, but she also wasn't told. But I
don't
remember
think
feeling
it's
like I remember telling her, which was obviously after the fact. Like,
Yeah.
we're talking about this thing happened to her and it's like years later. And she said she didn't tell anyone because she didn't know where to start. And I get that. But at the end of the day, I think if you find out you have something, just contact your recent partners.
Yeah.
Top, like within the past 3 weeks.
In the month. Yeah.
Okay, within the month.
Yeah.
Because maybe your symptoms are showing because it's past infection season,
Yeah.
incubation period. Hey, yo, me, I just remember thinking, hata huyu mwenye alikuwa na nini, si angekuambia.
But you see, the thing is, most men wind up being carriers and we end up getting the symptoms.
That's why I'm annoyed.
And yes, she should have told the other people, but I also get where she's coming from.
She'll be shamed.
I didn't even know myself, and the
Yeah.
person didn't bother to tell me. So I don't know which one of them gave it to me. So feeling like it's all of them.
Yeah.
And wanting to, I guess, kind of punish all of them. It's not appropriate.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's maybe how she was feeling at the moment. That's maybe how I would
Me,
feel.
it's just like, I think a man who takes care of your pussy health is 10 over 10. The fact that I don't get weird smells,
Yeah.
I don't,
Yeah.
as in I'm with you and I'm not getting awkwardness.
No itchiness, no nothing.
Yani vibes too.
Also, people who care, especially you should be using protection, and people who pay attention to the kind of protection you want, especially if you're specific. I am very specific. There are some things that will not be allowed anywhere near my body, even in my house, near me. Just
Unajua umesema hivyo, and then I remembered me and my friends having a conversation about Shua.
exactly.
Yo.
Haven't I told you this conversation about how Shua leaves you smelling like God knows what? However, it's like the most
Safe.
it's the safest.
I've
It's
had
the
the safest
It's
thing.
the one that doesn't burst, I guess.
But what I don't understand is it's not lubricated.
I wouldn't know. I don't know. Is it not? That's not today's conversation.
Anyway, we'll have another discussion about sexual
Today is
health.
about green flags.
Yeah, but the green flags for sure, a man or woman who cares about your health.
Yeah.
Because there are women who are also moving mad. So a man or woman who cares about your...
I mean, this episode is about men.
Oh, it's about men.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, a man who cares about your...
I'm on a bit because about your sexual health.
Your sexual health. 10 over 10.
Oh, one thing I also find is a green flag, and I know sometimes it triggers me, and if you've encountered me on a personal level, you might think she's lying, but
Not that she's lying.
when I'm being emotional and the guy is logical, especially about a decision I need to make. And yes, I do like to feel validated, but I really appreciate the fact that, especially the guys, friends that I have and the guys that have been in my life have been very much a voice of reason in many instances.
Yeah.
And those instances were important without being logical, without making me feel like my feelings are invalid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
one
good
makes me feel
one.
like you're paying attention, but you're also trying to solve my problem.
Yeah.
And you're making me feel good, but also trying to help me out of the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, obviously piggybacking off your point is a man who offers solutions. Like,
see what Lewa Sauta do.
Mimi, I don't understand how I'm telling you my problem when you're saying pole. I'm sorry, I don't understand. You know, and then the weird, like, I want you to be, I like guys, and this is a green flag, when he's the first person you call and he gives you a solution.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking for this. You call him, he knows where to get it.
Or it'll be like, let me call you back.
Let
then
me get it
go
for
find
you.
out.
Let me,
or let me get it for you.
Like, not man with the contacts. Man with the connections. Man with the
connections.
Solutions.
Man
I
with
tell
the
you
know-how.
I tell you my problem at work, and you tell me handle this. Maybe you should handle it like this. Have you? I'm a point of view, and you umeona, and now I'm out. I'm living there feeling so much better.
Yes.
Like, not you being a solution.
Oh my God.
Offering king.
Yeah.
Stop.
On the contrary, though, it triggers me if I ever tell someone, oh my God, I'm hungry, and then they're like, please eat. What am I eating if you've not given me anything to eat? Stop. Don't tell me to eat if you're not providing food.
Oh my God. You know, that
Nonsense.
reminded me of a friend of mine saying, how do you tell a man you've not eaten lunch and he says pole?
Exactly.
Tuma pesa ya lunch.
Don't. Or if I'm having a conversation and we are here together with you and I'm like, I'm hungry, and you're like, so what are you gonna eat? You. Excuse me, sir. You. I am telling you.
Men have pressure, but seriously, feed her. Green flag is feeding her. Please feed her.
I'm not a very nice person when I'm hungry.
Please feed her.
Please feed me.
Please feed her.
Please
feed her. So green flag, feed her. Green flag, offer her solutions.
Yeah.
Also, cater to her needs. In
Exactly.
that, depending on what it is she wants. Because sometimes I might be telling you a story and I just want you to laugh with me.
Yeah, I just want you to listen and laugh. Also,
You
just
know?
paying attention to know when to offer a solution versus when I just need a shoulder to cry on.
When I just need a hug. Sometimes you just need hugs.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just touch deficient.
Yeah.
And you know. I think for me, my last one would be relating to, I have forgotten my point. I wanted to say something. I've forgotten my point.
This is something else this is a bit shallow.
Make them as shallow as you want, sweetie.
Oh, a green flag is smelling nice and dressing well. I don't know whether this applies to other women. But if you don't smell nice, imagine nothing will happen. I won't even look in your direction. But I think it's something.
Imagine the scent thing is more ladies than men.
No, I think if a man smells
okay, if he smells good, it's a 10. It's a plus.
To me, it's a very huge plus. Not only is it a plus, it's almost like a necessity.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't smell well or good, or like at least a certain
You've said
level,
that I remember people with bad breath.
I can't vibe with you, or I won't be immediately attracted to you. Let me say it like that. I won't be immediately attracted to you.
I don't even
Maybe
understand
down the
how
line.
you're confident hitting on me smelling the way you want.
But the
like, why are you
dressing-
smelling like that? Why are you smelling like you've not
Kama
showered?
umetoka mjengo.
So now, what does that have to do with me? Said I mean, nimetoka job. Do I smell like the work I'm from?
You work in an office.
Okay, even if I worked at a gym. Shower after the gym. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's a bit,
I get you.
don't smell anyhow.
For me, the dressing well
It's just giving
is
poor
because
hygiene.
people who sag and all are a turn off. Looking put together, and even before you say anything, your eloquence, yes, is a plus.
Yeah.
But before you even speak to
How
me,
you present yourself.
looking good and smelling good, and the fact that, your nails are not, you don't have like one long pinky nail. What the fuck?
Oh my God, there's a guy who's
Those
sitting on me with
things.
long, not the pinky nail, all of his nails were long. They were giving,
Like the nails I usually have.
child, I was so confused because I remember thinking,
What are we doing with this?
what's going
Also,
on?
wouldn't it, if you were to get sexual,
That's
wouldn't it hurt
That's
you?
the same thing I was thinking about. I said my clit might not survive. Like, sir,
Oh my god, guys, stop.
You have longer nails than me.
Stop.
Akiwache yo maneno, please. Let's stop it.
Stop.
Let's
Okay,
stop
did you
it.
remember your next point?
My next point,
Yeah.
I can't remember it, but yeah, looking put together, I agree with you 110%. And there's also intentionality. A guy who is intentional about getting to know you. The green flag is a man who's like, not when will I see you. Imagine, just make a plan. Make the plan. Tell me, I'd like to take you out to this place at this time or this date, blah, blah, blah.
Are you available?
Then I'll be like, no, that won't work for me, but exact same plan, let's push it to this day. You know? But sir, when will I see you? When am I seeing you? When are you
Not
in town?
you quoting
When are
the
you...
text I just showed you before we started shooting this episode, Maya.
No, but seriously, have I not seen that text 1,010,000 times on my
but we
own
have.
phone? I'm over it.
Yeah, and the reason I was showing her is because my response to that was, I don't know. When are you seeing me? And I was asking her, is this rude? But honestly, I don't know. When are you seeing me?
Because make a
But
plan.
for me, you can see me anytime on Instagram. My profile is
Yeah.
public.
Scroll through my
is this?
pictures. Let me tell you, intentionality is everything. Be intentional about meeting her.
Yeah.
A man who's intentional about meeting her will obviously
Make a
meet
plan.
her. Make a plan.
Make a plan that you will pay attention to what she likes enough to be like, okay, Ngina likes restaurant.
Yeah.
So we will try XYZ, or which restaurant. There's someone who asked me, like, which restaurant have you not tried and you want to try? Let me take you there.
That's, like ask questions
Or
vizuri.
what type of food do you like? And I said Asian type, and he picked an
Yeah,
Asian
it's a-
restaurant. Or
that
give me
is
your top
so-
three, and they picked a restaurant from
Right?
the top three.
Someone who's intentional about getting to see you. Intentional to the extent that some guy planned a date with me and he took me to one of my favorite spots. And I was like, ooh. And then the next time he saw me out with it now during Nani's farewell. And he was like, I really wanted to take you there. Now, which place in Nairobi have you not been? Like, what have you not
Yeah.
done? This guy is asking me, what have I not done?
So
he
that
take
he
me.
can take you there.
I'm just like, not this man being intentional about wanting to see me.
yeah.
My last one. A man who doesn't need to be asked to do something. And I say this, it's a money thing.
Excuse me.
Like,
The money thing.
yeah, like he's thoughtful
Or
financially.
Like financially thoughtful. Like he will send you the Uber money.
Yeah,
He will-
without me having to ask.
Yeah. That one.
Like
That one.
without me having to ask about
one.
Uber money you sent me, you're just like, oh,
The fact that we'll never have a discussion about a bill in a restaurant because we will not talk about it. It will not even be a thing.
not even that. The fact that this, like, oof, man will be like, let's say Simeko ikatike, and it wasn't even like that, and he was just like, he buys you, he gets
buys
you
airtime.
postpay, or he gets you airtime.
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow, daddy, stop.
Oh my god, that's so triggering because usually my dad does that.
Oh,
Like he buys
so
me
when I
airtime
say
when I call him and
ikatike,
he'll do his
which is like, I
airtime.
think it's so natural to hear.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, the men in our lives need to
Step
jitume daddy,
up.
jitume,
Yeah.
iko nini. Ay.
That is very attractive.
Yeah, it's a green flag. A guy who, because then I
Or-
think it shows that you're not negotiating your worth. with him.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, akuna your back and forth here. What do you bring to the table? You know, we're not doing
I
that.
will steal
those
the table and
discussions.
sell it. Please. Don't ask me that question.
There's no table.
There's no table.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Me, first of all, I think the green flag is not asking me
Not asking what
about
I bring
this
to the
table.
table.
Why are we talking about this table?
Why are we talking about a table? Where is the table sitting if you don't have a house? Excuse me, sir.
Yo. Hey. That was my
We didn't
last
leave the
one.
table out of the picture, by the way. I hate this discussion.
That's what I'm saying. Him not bringing up the table is a green flag because 90% of these people, SARS, please, they're just talking, hey,
Go find your fellow men to bring things
Oh,
to the
you know what
table.
a green
Leave me
flag
alone.
is?
Yeah.
And this is probably me low-key hating them not bringing up Andrew Kibe or Tate during the date. That's a green flag.
I don't know about that because usually I bring it up because I want to find out what they think.
Also, the
about
green flag
it.
is them not being followers.
The green flag is them not being followers and supporters of them. Because I do know that there are things that these people say that are
That make sense.
that are
Yeah.
positive, and I understand if that is why they might incline to such content.
Yeah.
But if you can't recognize that there's some problematic things with some of the things that are
Okay,
said,
then that's it.
that's a red flag.
flag.
And if we can have a discussion about it and it not be an argument, that's a green flag.
Yeah, okay. I think also the green flag is having a logical conversation with someone about topics that you differ
opinions. And it not being me versus you, men versus women. Also,
10 over 10. I agree.
Again, this is a me problem. Men on my Instagram, stop fighting gender wars in my DMs. If you don't agree with something I'm saying, go fight it with the women in your life. Women do XYZ. Leave me alone. It's not me.
Ati, you're beautiful. Like, you're beautiful and you'd definitely be my type, save for the fact that you
are a feminist. Like,
guys,
if you're not a feminist, I would take you out. Leave me alone.
One thing about that,
you need to come tell me
this.
One thing
about that money and audacity knows what Bure in Nairobi. Yo.
Stop fighting gender wars in my DMs, please. I don't want it. I don't want to hate.
Yeah, so I think the green flag is you can agree to disagree.
That's true.
That's a green flag. A guy who can be like, okay, I hear you, I don't agree, but we move.
Yeah, and also like I understand where you're coming from, but that's not been my experience, or I understand that you feel like this because of your experience, and having different opinions without blaming each other. Like, it's not a fight. Nothing has to be for. You're not fighting over here.
That is a greenest flag.
Yeah.
A good conversation at least.
Also, people who can understand and laugh at sarcasm and jokes. Because if you can make me laugh, it's a very much a green flag. Very
funny men.
Because for you to be funny to me, you need to be intelligent, at least to some extent. Because I don't take some of the jokes people make in a funny way. Because I usually feel like you're trying to put someone else down.
Yeah.
But if you're genuinely funny because you're funny, and you're smart, and you're sarcastic, and all this thing, that's a very much a green flag.
Funny guys have first class tickets in heaven, because funny men 10 over 10.
It doesn't say the thing from you can turn that ha to real quick.
Oh my god, I didn't even thought about that. That's a good one. But yeah, funny men are a green flag right there. Okay, the ones who are not chaotic. Some of these jokes are usually so problematic.
That's what I'm saying.
Just actually say,
if your joke is not at the expense of someone else,
and problematic jokes.
Yeah, just please. Funny for the sake of being funny.
Yeah,
we can banter with each other, especially like things that we are not insecure about.
Yeah.
You banter with me about my height, I will laugh. I'm not insecure about my height.
Yeah.
But if you know I'm insecure about something and then you're bantering about it, no,
it's giving unkind.
That. But basically, funny men who are also kind, who are also thoughtful and smell nice and dress
and
nice.
intentional.
Mm-hmm. And
all those
rich
things.
and financially intentional. You're about to go into that trend like that.
And a rich man with a big dick and a big house and a nice car
and that's
hey, dead.
And I think we're done.
Yeah, we are. Okay, so thank you so much for listening. Please follow us on our social media. We're Nairobi Sisterhood everywhere. You can follow us on all podcast platforms, and our individual Instagrams are Maya Mushemi and
I am Gina.
Bye.
Bye.